Hey guys, just want to do a video on my Crye AVS setup. It's also going to be a bit of a review. So I think first of all we should do the review first and then get into the setup. I purchased this. I initially had a JPC 2.0, and then I had done some more research, and people gave this raving reviews. Said it was amazing. It was instantly like more comfortable than other plate carriers. So I got it. And to be honest with you, I was pretty disappointed with it. Just based on what I had heard from the community. Because to be honest with you, most of the videos on the AVS you see on YouTube are from airsofters who I think definitely are trying to justify their purchase, which is understandable, but definitely paints a skewed picture of the AVS as a plate carrier system. I think it's an amazing plate carrier, but I don't think it's like the second coming of Christ, like a lot of people would have you believe it is. I honestly don't think it's that much more comfortable than any standard non-plate carrier. Like, obviously, it's going to be more comfortable than, like, a slick plate carrier or a JPC that have no padding. But compared to, like, something with a bit more oomph, like maybe like a Mayflower APC or like a 6094, I honestly don't think they're that much more comfortable just in general. Now, if you're wearing it for long term, that's really where the AVS comes into shine. And it definitely is more comfortable if you're wearing it for, hours on end. But I'll put you this way: it's just barely good enough for me to not sell it. But I probably wouldn't have bought it again, to be honest. I really don't think it's even for my purposes, because I mean, not that I really have any specific purpose for this, because this is all just LARP gear. But for my purposes, it's kind of what I wanted in a plate carrier. The ability to go from a much more heavy setup to a more slick setup if I want to is very nice. But it's just not you need to know that's not the second coming of Christ. It's an awesome plate carrier, but it's in the YouTube at least community, it's severely overrated. So, another thing to look at is its weight. You're wearing actual plates, it's really not an issue, but it is significantly heavier than like a JPC or an OVM BAV or something like that. But again, if you're wearing plates, it's really not noticeable, as you should be. So, I'm trying to think of what else I can say about the AVS as a system. It's very complicated. It took me about like an hour or two to like put together. I don't remember, but because I have the full assaulter configuration, so it's definitely complicated, which is to be expected with a plate carrier of this setup. Oh, and another thing I'll say is that if you're just solely, you don't want the ability, you don't need the ability to run it slick. You just want kind of like the chassis plate carrier system setup, I would say probably just get a CPC. I've heard from people that have both that the CPC is slightly more comfortable, but it's a lot cheaper. And it's a lot cheaper, and it's pre-built basically, so you don't have to fuss with all the complicated shit the AVS. Although the AVS has a lot more friggin' aftermarket support. It is the adaptable vest system, so that's something to look into. So first of all, now how I have it set up. So I have the M4 Kangaroo flap, and then inside I have a Faro turnover. I don't know if you guys can see right there, but I have the Faro turnover elastic magazine retention system. I prefer elastic mag retention over bungee or flap or Kydex. Just a variety of reasons. I'm probably going to do a deeper delve into all of my kit, do a separate video on that, and then we'll get more into like the how and why of why I have my stuff set up for that. And then I have the Blue Force Gear 10-speed triple with 2 more mags. These are unloaded because I don't really have a whole lot of ammo to shoot them with, unfortunately. And a cat tourniquet, another Blue Force Gear on the side, And here I have a blue. All the pouches are Blue Force, by the way, except for the Hydro. Smoke grenade pouch with a fake M18. Nola Gay EG18 would normally go in there if I had one. IFAK, and I need to get more friggin' tourniquets. So moving around, the GP pouch. I like this because it's hence the you can get it where it's really big, but if you don't have like a ton of shit in it, it stays pretty small. So that definitely helps in drawing from your pistol. Also, I have a medical shears up front there, and then on the back I have a tier 1.5 liter hydro carrier with a Camelback 1.5 liter, as I think those are like the only ones you can get for 1.5 liter. Source made a couple prototypes, and I regret not buying one when I could because they were cheap. So, anyways, that's my AVS setup. If you guys have any questions, just let me know. I'd be perfectly happy to answer them. So, yeah, I'll do a separate video on all of my setup. So that includes, weapons, I should say, helmet, and more in depth on the plate carrier. So hope you guys enjoyed. Have a nice day, guys.